Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So it's late again, but I knew I wanted to do a reading. So debauchery happened after work, so my relaxed time got delayed, so my sleep time got delayed, and here we are. Alright, so I'm going to start out with I'm going to get I don't know if I'm going to use everything, but I have everything out. I'm going to get a goddess card. We're going to get, I have cough drop in my mouth, so if it sounds like I have something in my mouth, because I do. Your spirit animal vibe for the reading. I'm gonna see what comes out with this oracle deck. We don't know each other that well yet. And then I'm gonna see how that goes, and then decide how the reading will go. Alright, well, everything is sage. I didn't do a pre-shuffle. I'm just gonna see what comes out. I've been having some pretty good readings lately. So that's cool. One I actually got some feedback on, and that's always nice. You know, reading for collective is great, but as of right now, I don't have comments and stuff like that to get feedback from, you know. So that was kind of cool today. This whole circumstances surrounding it too. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please help me bring whatever messages the collective needs to hear. Thank you. I can't tell if my music is loud or not. Let's turn down one more. My daughter gave me some over-the-ear headphones. I'm very excited to have. They're generic, but they're like, what's that? Oh, I forget what they're called. I see a lot of plugs made by the same company, but they're fine. But they have a boom mic, and I was like, yes. I'm like one step closer to divination. So I'm trying that mic out today, if you can't tell. Because if this works, I always have another channel I do. I just took the whole videos off of it, only because I do want to do something with it, but I kind of want to go in a different direction than initially. Kind of the same direction, but just a little different. Just a little different vibe. So when I work on some of those videos, you're not going to see, it's more like a podcast, you're not going to see anything except for what I put on there, like whatever picture or whatever. So I do need to get a little tiny microphone, because that would be perfect, and I need to get an actual camera. I believe I do. But my point being, I could be just chilling on my couch and doing one of those videos, you know. So that's what I was thinking about. I have another idea up my sleeve, but I'm not going to tell you until I do it. Okay, Spirit. Let's get a goddess card, goddess oracle card to start for collective. Please and thank you. I don't know if I had some type of block or something cleared up or something, whatever, but for a long time I felt kind of, I don't know, stagnant. I still do, but as far as this is concerned, all of a sudden I feel like clicked back in again. Again, not that I was out, it was just kind of like, meh. Like, I was still having stuff come up. I had a lot of stuff come up myself, but it was like, I don't know, I couldn't find the motivation. Now here I am at midnight. There we go. Minerva. My intuition infuses every thought, word, and deed. I should have light behind it. I'll do that next time. Alright, I'm going to read from the book what it is. What is the more in-depth meaning? So glad this goes in alphabetical order. Okay, Minerva, Roman goddess of wisdom, justice, and victory. Wisdom, philosophy, objectivity, integrity. Minerva is a powerful goddess, always found at the heart of the action. She is accomplished in matters of finance, industry, battle, and weaving, and prefers to take a step back and see both sides of a situation in order to give an informed judgment. An adept warrior and clever to the point of cunning. Someone called me cunning once. She is used to being top of the tree. She turned the mortal Arachne into a spider when she defeated the goddess in a weaving competition. It always has a little ritual. Minerva, known for her wisdom and strategic thinking, emphasizes the importance of intuition. This ritual is about tapping into and trusting your inner guidance, mirroring Minerva's insightful nature. Take a moment to quiet your mind before focusing on a decision or situation where you seek guidance. Trust your first instinct or thought that comes to mind. Affirm, I trust my intuition to guide my choices and actions. Nice. Intuition. Well, learning how to listen to your intuition is so important. And I think the only way you can do that is to fully trust yourself and just fully trust the divine, the Most High, that they're gonna if you do the work and learn to listen, they're gonna make it so you can hear them. If that makes sense. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. Because although I, always say I've had things around like paranormal and supernatural, and I've witnessed what I would say UFOs. What we saw was, if you see on the news now, the fireball ones that they're showing. I saw those in 2013. A lot of them. And I live right on the ocean. So, I've had, again, paranormal experiences, like multiple throughout my life, like confirmed things too, etc., etc. But I never walked around like, oh, I'm gifted, I'm a medium, I'm a whatever, or like, oh my god, I need a sign for this. I didn't. I definitely notice when things are weird. I definitely notice with like weird coincidences. Like I've always done that. Or like, if I have like a gut feeling about something, I have always listened to that to the point of being like, please, like begging people, like, please just listen to me. Like if nothing happens, awesome. But if something does, you're gonna fucking wish you listened to me, right? Just stuff like that. So, when I see people like frantically trying to grab onto like spirituality and like trying to, I don't know, see a sign in like everything and make a meaning for everything, or wanted to, I'm not faulting them for that, because when you need that, it's like you need it for a reason. Like why? And the why is what you have to figure out before you start actually seeing real like signs and know that they are, or whatever you're looking for, it's kind of like the simplicity of when anytime someone says like when you're looking for something, anytime someone says, oh, here it is, oh, of course, the last place I looked. Well, of course it's going to be in the last place you looked, because you're not going to keep looking like once you find it, right? Right? But I don't know, that's just kind of like common sense. So I think, again, when all of this like came about, like the real, like, I don't know, I keep saying like awakening, because I don't have another explanation for it. Not because I think some like mystical fucking thing happened, even though my life has changed since then. It's like I woke up. And I slowly started like noticing little things, listening to little things, and like, oh my god. But even to this day, when the person I did it was like a little tiny reading. It took me literally like 8 minutes to tell it to her on a message, and to have her turn around and be like, oh my god, blah 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 blah, made me be like, oh my god. Because every time I get them, I'm like, I don't know, like especially when it's somebody who I'm telling person, I'm like, because you don't want to be wrong face to face. But I'm not, and I have to find a way to just be like, I'm not wrong, and just sit in that, I don't disbelieve in myself. Maybe I'm just so like, whoa, I'm still like, believe in it, not in me, in it, like, holy shit. Anyways, rant over. But yeah, your intuition. That's the simplest thing I can tell you is stop trying to force it. You can't you can't force fetch. You can't force your intuition. I don't know anything until I do, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I know this. I'll look at somebody and I'm like, I know this. That's been happening. And I can't prove it because I can't just kick up to somebody and be like, hey, do you have a wife? To a woman. You know, because, you know, what if you're wrong? That's not good. Or what, even worse, what if you're right? I don't know, rambling thoughts. I think that's why I like doing this too. Alright, we got Roadrunner, my friends. Roadrunner. Okay, Roadrunner. Let me look it up. My number 43. Element of air. Makes sense. Attributes. Proper use of speed. Understanding rapid change. Agility. Evading capture through quickness. Just like the cartoon from years ago, which pitted a certain coyote against his nemesis, the Roadrunner, bursts into your life and puts you on notice that you will need to make some quick decisions in the near future. There are ideas that you have percolated, possibly waiting for the exact right time to implement. Well, that time is here and now. Stop waiting. Trust that you have everything you need to move forward with your ideas and plans. Muster up all the motivation you need, break it down into small steps, and then go. Alternately, like our cartoon buddy, this may be a warning that there may be roadblocks ahead, but know that by being present, aware, and trusting in your capabilities, you will be able to think on your feet and turn these roadblocks into your advantage. Roadrunner, you got this. Alright, so we're gonna get ready for some obstacles, but we're honing in on our intuition so we can handle them, right? That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Okay, let's see how this oracle deck plays. It has reversals. Again, I'm not gonna complain. I complain every time. I can't shuffle it. Just forward. Because normally I go like this. I take it and I flip this one around. Right? And that makes it, when you shuffle it, they're all going in the same direction, so. However, if you want to do reversals in any deck, you have to not do that. So you have to like split it and twist it, so they're gonna end up mixing up and down. The more you know. Shout out to Firefly Tarot, because that's who I learned that from. I think I was doing it anyways. But the cards weren't starting. You know, I wasn't like paying attention to it. And then she told me her theory behind it. I was like, yes. And then she showed how she did it. I was like, yeah. Her little tutorial videos were the first ones I watched, because she's very like, she's like a teacher. The best way I can explain it. She's very good at, I think she's a therapist of some sort in outside life. But she's just very calm and normal. Okay, sure. Do you have any oracle cards for our collective? What are some opening messages with these oracle cards? Cool. Alright, liberation. So what they say about liberation. Freedom comes when you release what no longer serves you. Let go and welcome new possibilities. Came in reverse. And bum, bum, bum. Attachment to the past may be restricting growth. Allow yourself to move on. Anything else in this deck? Let's take another one. Yeah, I know I'm gonna do. I'll finish this still. Yeah, I'm gonna. I have these two decks I like to take together to complement their messages. I like to do this one first, and then this one to follow up. Thank you, Spirit. Please, if you have anything you'd like to share of this deck for collective, here we go. I'm going to go around 3 times for each one, and that's it. I'm going to take this one because it shot it like that. Ooh. Dun dun dun. Be careful. Liar. Be careful of someone sneaky. That's not good. You're dodging some obstacles, using your intuition. Restricting your growth from attachments from the past, and you have someone who's sneaky around you. Awesome. Good job. Okay. Let's follow. What's up with this liar? Spirit, tell me about this liar. Didn't Henry Rollins sing that song, Liar? I think he did. I'm old. I can see the video in my head. You can Google it if you want to. Okay. Tell me about this liar, please. Have faith and align. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything's going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. And align. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. You get a lot of, like, moving on, letting go. Liars. My house is shaking. What the hell? It stopped. It's not anymore, but it did. Huh? My house doesn't shake. We don't get like earthquakes. Maybe we do now. Who knows? Let's see. I think we can get whatever they want us to get. I digress. That's a discussion for another day, another station. Sorry. I was listening. Maybe I'll cut that little bling part out. You know what? I think I can do that on my editing app. I can skip the quiet times. Although I don't know if anything will be quiet because it'll be like, whatever. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting the vibe of this reading. I really think it's ironic as much as a lot of stuff comes up in my readings. I guess a lot of people go through a lot of love stuff though, which maybe because I can look at it from a like more objective point of view. Your guides are reaching out to my guides or something. That's like half a deck. I'm not taking all those. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, everybody. Let me help me again bring some needed messages to the collective. Thank you. No, it's only been a half hour. That's not bad. Some people have done like 2 videos in that time, but whatever. I can't change the flow, you know? I get suspicious of people who fled. That's my opinion. What is the overall energy for this reading, please, sir? Seven of Air and Page of Air. I feel like that's the deception you found out about. I think you found out about lies and deception, and I think you're also now, as a double entendre, also planning your strategy to get the heck out of there. Hermit, I'll take it because it did fall way away, which kind of is fitting for the Hermit, right? So you found out about this and you're kind of instantly in Hermit mode, making your plans, kind of probably figuring out what happened and all that stuff. No, we don't know who this is. I don't know. This doesn't necessarily have to be love. It can be just anybody, friend, family. It doesn't say you have a lying lover. It's just this is a liar. For Earth, yeah, you're You know, when you're hurt, you kind of like pull in. That's how I take this. For Earth, you're like holding on to yourself, everything that you can close. Like no trust, no anything. You just no, just stay away from me. You're like, get off my train. again, old. If you laughed at that. Well, that's why that makes sense, is to have faith and to align. Yeah, align to your current situation. So if you're dealing with somebody who's like lied to you and you're like kind of like devastated about it, you know, again, whomever it is, because a lot of times we're more devastated when it's a friend, right? You have to feel it. You have to deal with it. You don't need to necessarily talk with them. You don't need to forgive them. You don't need to anything. But you need to acknowledge it happened. It is happening, and how you feel. You can't just act like nothing happened. That's what I think. That's what that's saying. And I think you're probably angry, and you're like, fuck them, and you're like, you know, holding a little bit of a grudge. I don't know how long ago this was, or is, or whatever. Yeah. We have Justice and then the Sun. You know, what I'm getting with that is, you know, the Sun is like the, probably the most positive card in the deck. I've had this deck for like, I think 2 years. I have never seen this card. I've never seen a lot of these cards. I've never seen the Justice card. That's interesting. The Sun card. And this is pretty too. They're all pretty. I'll try to light. It looks like it's gonna be dark, but I don't know. I'll know better. So what I'm seeing here is again with the telling you staying alignment in this, and I think it's because although it doesn't seem it when this thing happens, you know, for some reason I'm feeling like it's a blessing in disguise that you found out when you did. So I don't know if this is somebody who's relatively new in your surroundings, your energy. New meaning like you didn't go to like high school with them, depending on your age and stuff like that. Like meaning like maybe even a couple of years. Or if it's more of like a significant or deep relationship, I feel like even if it's been a lifetime, I feel like this is like karma being called to the table to expose them for who they actually are. You know, and I think in the long run it's going to be you know, a real positive thing for you. For I don't know why. Yeah, 10 of Earth. Yep. You know, 10 of Earth can traditionally be like a windfall of money, like some are like generational wealth, and it can be like inheritance. It's generally something you didn't necessarily work for, you just got, and there are other people involved. It's not just you. And then the Emperor came up. You know, and that could be just like signifying you kind of gaining a new notch, you know, in your experience, your your wisdom, your Sharingan evolved. Yeah. Right. 10 of water on the bottom. That's crazy. I feel like, you know, like the happiness and the abundance and all that is like, because this is just the overall vibe, um, is really what you want. And something having to do with whomever is deceiving you, you couldn't really attain this while you were involved with this. So that's why it's kind of like your blessing in disguise. Mm-hmm. This is like this might be like serious. Like you might be getting, this might be like a legal thing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you go into like hiding with all your stuff, hiding in the dark, and then when justice happens, you're able to come back out in the sun, and then this windfall of money. And this, the reason that put me on that trajectory is I thought of this as being, you know, if you end up starting your own business, and then you're able to do that because of this money you got from whatever happened. You know, and if this is true, if that is true, maybe none of this has happened yet because you were warned about the roadblocks, and you're kind of being warned up here about it. It's true. So this possibly could be coming up. Maybe you're, because again, I don't feel like, again, I'm not psychic. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I feel like readings are definitely just bringing up the signs for something you already know, the confirmation. So I feel like there's somebody who's around you that's shady, yet you freaking know is shady, right? But you're waiting, you got that confirmation, and you're like, yeah, all right, let's go. So you start making your own strategy, going into her mode in a way. So whatever this is, this could be like, I don't know, what would be cause for like legal grounds of like a deception. It could be a job. Um, broke their contract. It could be a marriage. It could be a marriage and you're getting like alimony, right? Mm-hmm. It could be a business partner. Anything that's closely related to your life that you think someone is shady. That's who it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It looks like if you listen, if you listen, you're gonna end up in a good place. But let's see what the actual reading says. 6 hours. Yeah, you're gonna have you're going to be comfortable enough to be able to share if you want to, and you are going to have the knowledge and experience to be able to decide when it's best to do so or not. Now we're starting to get into a little bit long territory. It's okay. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Just I have to fold my clothes, but what else is new? I always have to fold my clothes. I always find some strategic way to hide them. Man, that reading was weird today. It wasn't when I started it. It happened to me before with another girl. I swear to God, we have like a link in our brain or something. And I've never had anybody's come through as good as hers. It was scary. It was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. And it happened again with her. I mean, it's cool, but I might be creeped out about Sarah, so maybe I won't send her any more reading unless she specifically asks me to. She's one who I know that she doesn't care, so I'll just do. I'm like, hey, I was doing this and you came up, so I did it. I won't do that for anybody else that isn't inviting me. Okay. I'm gonna do a simple. I'm gonna do a simple one. I'm gonna do the one I've been doing lately. It's been fruitful. Alright, thank you, Spirit. Tell me about this, what is this deception? What is this, thing collective has to let go of and, stay strong through? What happened? What happened to my collective? It's in 2,000 miles away, just to make this dark my home. Why do I always want to sing when it's late? I sing loud when I sing, so it's like it's hard to not project. Okay, tell me, what is this situation that collective needs to know about? What is this situation? What happened? Or what is happening? Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. So I guess I will make the same. It's in my bones. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam. That part keeps coming up. Maybe you like sacrificed to be with this person, and like, or to be with this person, be with this job. You moved in with a friend now. You know, whatever. That's what it's making me think of. Like, I feel like you sacrificed, and that's why you're so devastated about it. And you can't be like, what the hell? You can't just be like, forever. That's why it's like eating at you, because you're like, I trusted you. That sucks. And everyone's like, yeah, you went through it with this person. Yeah, you're like worn out. Like, if you haven't, I don't know. What is the, what's the, obstacle? What is the, conflict? What's the deception that, Collective's gonna find out about after already being so tired? I am sick and tired. So the challenge, conflict is maybe you are snooping. Maybe you're snooping, maybe you're investigating, maybe, yeah, something you have a reason to kind of look into it. I feel like it's out of character. What is, the best action recommended? This is a tattoo deck. Action, head over heart decision. You just gotta be strong. Just like it was saying, you gotta have strength, you gotta be aligned to the situation, you gotta be in your head. And just, you gotta suck it up and you gotta move with it. What is a possible future outcome for this? You know, if Collective listens and gets in the flow and handles this in an appropriate way. That's possible outcome, I suppose. Remember, anything can change, but right now. No, right now. No, right now. these are dry. Please have the best possible outcome. Thank you. All right. Best possible outcome. If you you got to live and learn. If you handle this properly, you will definitely have gained some wisdom and enlightenment, and you're going to realize you can trust your intuition more than you thought, and you are going to then start tending to your garden and, you know, harvesting what you've worked on for so long for yourself. Yeah, first. What's a message from future self? Where is my little thing? La, 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 la. I don't know what it is. I have a little thing, it's like a little rubber thing that makes it list. Oh, there we go. Ace of Swords. Message from future self. You will be given the knowledge you're looking for. If you show that you're able to handle it. I'm just spreading these out a little bit so I have room to clarify. All right. Yep. Bottom of this deck is strength. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay. So my plan was, I'm going to use this beauteous deck. I like this deck. First, to clarify a little bit. You know, and my intent is these cards are kind of the surface clarification, right? If that makes sense. And when I get to the next one, if I do, I was going to have that be more of a so what's going on in the shadow aspect of things, right? What's really going on behind the strength. Yeah, you had a long road with whatever this is. So that's what I think it is too. Like, I think you've sacrificed for this person, place, or thing. You've really put time and effort into it. And I don't think it's been easy. I feel like you have made exceptions for this person, place, or thing just because of the time that was put into it. And then this happens, and you're like, what? Tell me about the 9 of Wands. What's the situation at hand? The collective had it. That's the situation at hand. I cannot. I don't know who does this. One of them does, though. One of my guides. They'll throw a shit ton of cards on the floor, but only a couple are face up. So I take it as they are just don't have grace and agility yet. Maybe they're a new guide. Because this is like, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I get you. Alright. I guess I do, right? So, for the situation at hand, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Hangman, we have the Tower. Alright, so you have the Hangman, the Tower, the 8 of Wands, and the Hierophant. So, the current situation, I think you're definitely taking a step back for a minute and trying to like deal with what you feel is everything coming at you at once, right? And I think you don't know what to do. And again, Hierophant, it can be signifying like it can be a religion, it can be you know, like an organization, a group of some sort. It can be an elder, a teacher. It can be somebody of religion. It could be indicating somebody like you're married to. You know, some tradition is a traditional something to do with the Hierophant usually. Hierarchy type of thing too. So that's what I get from that. So what is what's the conflict or obstacle? What's the Hermit for that, please, Spirit? I had to pause it for a minute. My music messed up, but whatever. I'm not gonna spend any more time on it. I'll have to cut some of it out because it definitely was just going for a little bit. What is the Hermit for the conflict or the challenge? Due to this, deception that we were talking about before. Ace of Cups. I feel like that is usually Ace of Cups can be, it's, a new opportunity, a new emotional type of opportunity coming in, or spiritual opportunity coming in. And I feel like that is part of it. I feel like you're getting very close to whomever your spirit is, whomever you pray to. I also feel like it is your guardians kind of giving you some love at this time while you're doing that inner work to kind of see, well, not inner work, while you're kind of going through this, it is going inside, because something's telling you to investigate what's going on, right? And maybe you're wondering if you should or not, because you you care about whomever is involved in the situation too. And Nine of Pentacles, yeah, but I think you definitely have to, because you work so hard to get to where you are. And if you think something's awry, especially if they're doing something like nefarious, illegal, or whatever, and you can get wrapped up in it, you have to. It's your livelihood. Yeah. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, I feel like, even, again, Nine of Wands again, even though you've come so far and worked this hard and whatever, maybe that's what kind of tipped you off something's wrong. It's like you're still lacking. Like, maybe you feel like you should have made progress in whatever this is, already. So that makes you start to, investigate. And I don't think you like what you see. And you're, weighing what's more important, your independence or this thing. Your enlightenment, love, well-being, or this thing. And I think you want to be sure before you bring attention to it also. But again, something in your intuition is tipping you off, and maybe you're questioning it. And maybe that's why that intuition card came up earlier. Like, no, don't question it. You are right. And maybe as batshit crazy as it might seem, listen, things we thought were conspiracy theories 5 years ago in this world are true. Queen of Swords. Best possible outcome. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Because we got the High Priestess, so you did gain enlightenment, you did learn to listen to your intuition, and you did so by handling this with a sharp mind. And swift actions and decisions. I'm not messing around with this. I feel like, again, if you're, the storyline that ended with the business owner, if that's you, yeah, you need to have a sharp mind. You have to be able to negotiate. Yep. So, as you're tending to your garden, it's setting the wheel turning. You've changed. You've turned your page. And here's your page, meaning of a book. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you might you're gonna have anxiety, you're gonna have worries, you're gonna have sleepless nights because you're working and you're making your, you know, life after this. So, but it won't be for long. What's a message? Oh no. Oh, I did that out of order. Action recommended. It's alright. This lovers for action recommended. The Emperor. Yep. Mind over heart decision. And use your experience, your know-how, your knowledge, your wisdom, your intuition, justice. Yep. And let justice happen. Wow, something's happening. Someone is getting karma. Someone who wronged you. You know, this mind over heart decision might be to bring the repercussions on yourself, right? Maybe you can't just sit and wait for fate to take it. Maybe you are fate. Maybe you need to bring this person to court. Bring this company to court. Whatever it is. Expose them. Yeah, because it said everybody's going to kind of find it. Yeah, I think you are going to. I don't think maybe, I think maybe you're going to get the opportunity to. And when you do, you got to speak your truth. That's what I'm getting. Message from future self. Yeah, see this speaking this truth. Speak your truth. Someone's going to just do something to deceive you. Whether it be a company. Speak your truth and you will be victorious. Yeah. So you have someone out there who's sneaky, who's a liar, who is maybe someone close to you. But close to you in what aspect? You know, is it someone from your job? Is it someone in your family? Is it someone who you're with? I don't know. Someone has done something deceptive to you, and you have an inkling about it, and you are digging into it, and you find enough information to approach them about it. And when you do, I think I don't think there's no upheaval here. There's no arguments. There's no nothing. I don't think it's undeniable, whatever this is. And yeah, it causes you to set off on your own path, you know. But Spirit's asking you, in order to get to your best possible outcome, you need to speak your truth. Yep. And I have another from future self. Yeah, if you speak your truth, you will be victorious. So, I guess, loosely, it's probably going to be like, oh, someone's like, what happened? Instead of being like, oh, no, so just be like, yeah, this is what happened. This motherfucker fucking did this. And here's the receipts, right? Strength. And have the strength. Have the strength to speak your truth. And you will be victorious. I can't make it up. 3 of Pentacles. Put care into whatever you do, you know, and people are going to notice that. People are going to see that you're telling the truth in this, because you are going to be victorious, and I think it's going to be an obvious victory. Undeniable. yeah. Well, guys, I am not going to clarify anymore because this went really long. I think I will do another one in the morning, though. Or in a couple hours, because that will be the morning. Don't second guess yourself about this. Especially if someone you know, you pick up on their vibe, you pick up on their energy, you pick up on things you don't even see that your body notices that's different about theirs. That literally even like their body temperature, the way their sweat smells. Like if it's somebody you're close to, you unknowingly pick up on all these little cues when something's off. You just have to be quiet enough to realize it. Alright, my friends. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.